intelligence does. That's the perspective of intelligence. It sees the purpose in all that takes place. It sees the purpose in all that takes place. Once again, life is happening for me, not to me. Life is happening for me, not to me. This is not a problem. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity. No, this is my story. Each and every time. Each and every opportunity, each and every day, each and every responsibility, each and every question. This is an opportunity. Yeah, of course, no doubt about it. And once again, patience becomes a factor at that point. Sometimes we're just so amped and distraught. We want answers. We want a solution. We want a purpose because we can't handle the pressure of feeling fear or feeling pain or feeling unsure. We're not comfortable with not knowing. That's what makes those situations so stressful because we're uncomfortable with not knowing. But this is where presence is so important. Presence is where, yes, of course, maybe I might not feel good right now, but there's a purpose in this. I'm not going to lose my cool because something went left or it happened in a way that I didn't prefer. The situation unfolded in a way I didn't prefer. But it takes strength, it takes courage, it takes the trust of God to be in a space of optimism or balance, simply balance. It wasn't necessary for you to be positive all the time. Just be at peace with the situation, knowing that life is intelligent and things that are unfolding right now are happening for me and not to me. No, you don't take refuge in the unknown. It's like, once again, I get the term. It's just, it feels like I'm hiding or I'm looking for safety. When in truth, I'm safe. It's just the awareness that's there. Returning to the heart space. If I could, once again, to be candid, the heart space is where we would take refuge, if you will. But once again, even that perspective is, it's like, no, I'm not attempting to hide from myself or my experiences. I have to find safety. It's like, no, I am safe. This is my story. All these things are happening for me. The waters, the waves are moving for me. All of this is happening for me based on my intentions to heal, to evolve, to serve, to establish more strength. To harness a more adept version of the self. I'm integrating more upgraded aspects of self. More blues, more greens, more reds, more oranges, more yellows. My chakras are expanding as I integrate more of these energies. I'm getting bigger because I'm lifting weights, maintaining balance. Once again, energetically, emotionally, physically as well. I'm lifting weights. And I integrate more and more colors, more and more of that energy to expand upon my possibilities based on my own story. The point is, acknowledging these experiences as opportunities No, once again, the brain doesn't need it because the brain will always forget. The heart always knows. That's why we continue to say stillness is important, because you're adjusting your focus, your conscious focus. Yes, of course, love is always expanding based on our ability to accept love. This is also a practice of accepting love through the experiences that take place that may not necessarily be something we prefer. But once again, our expansion or our increased embracing love is through the confidence that we demonstrate via being open to these experiences, being accepting to what's taking place beyond perceiving them as a problem or something or I'm falling back down. I need to get back up, or I need to bounce back. I haven't been focused on ascension, so I need to get back up. I fell off for a little bit, and it's like, well, once again, this is terminology that assumes that you're not on your ascension path, or that we have to be in Sunday stillness, or talking about chakras and so on and so forth to be healing. But no, you're healing every day. Even the ratchet shit that take place in your life, no, these are forms of healing. I know it don't feel spiritual and don't, you know what I mean? It ain't got nothing to do with meditation and so on and so forth, but you act as if God is not showing you something through all of these experiences. All of the themes in your life have their foundation in spirit. Even the more base activities that we consider to be beyond the bounds of spirituality, going to the club and sex and cheating and stealing, all the stupid shit people do. Once again, all of these things have a spiritual connotation to them. Everything. I know that's not spiritual. We talk, it's like, nah, it has nothing to do with. You feel like you've made a subcategory of activity amongst the human experience. No, the whole thing, this whole experience, this whole life shit, it's all spiritual in context. All of it. Even the ratchet ghetto stuff that you feel like God don't give any credence or credit to, it's all God. All of it. But of course, maturity is necessary to acknowledge that. It requires maturity to accept these aspects of our existence. Yeah, well, because the ego mind has filters and it's categorized everything and attempting to understand life. Like, oh, no, this is this, but, oh, my God, stuff go over here. When we talking about God, we talking about church, and you know what I'm saying, the Bible, and you know what I'm saying, frankincense, and you know what I'm saying, like, stop. All that stuff you doing behind closed doors has everything to do with God. You funny, like, come on, what do you mean? This entire experience has its foundation in God. Realizing and recognizing itself. You tripping. The themes are expansive and truly integrated beyond discrimination or discretion. You're having a human experience. All the feelings, stimuli, emotions that come with the human experience are operated and have their foundation in infinite intelligence. More balance allows you to make that distinction beyond discrimination and the ego mind's filters. Love is intelligent, fear is ignorant. You want to expand the intelligence in your life, you focus on the intelligence. The intelligence is love. Yeah, no doubt about it. It's all God. All of it. You have no boxes that only belong to base human activities and we're supposed to have it from everybody. No, God damn it, it's all God. What are you talking about? All of it. You think God ain't at the whole house? This is what you feel like? Yeah, funny. We talked about that before. Come on, stop playing. You expand upon what you focus on or giving energy to it. That's the nature of love. When you're relaxed, having fun, you get ideas, solutions, insight. Sometimes we get in a jam or a bind and we get serious, too serious about the experience. And we feel as if we beat ourselves to death or somehow discipline ourselves mentally or verbally or cuss ourselves out internally, we're doing ourselves a favor. We're being hard on ourselves. And that's going to solve the problem. No, that's based in fear. Love is intelligent. You want the intelligence. You want the awareness. Accept oneself. Go for a walk. Go to the store. Go with your friends. Go relax. Go out. Do what you need to do to get yourself out of the mind identity and all of its fear, all of its blockages. Fear is ignorant. You're not going to get answers when you're in fear. Why? Because fear is ignorant. Once again, we feel responsible sitting in the house moping about our experience or our situation, assuming that if we sit here long enough sad, that we're going to get an answer or we're going to receive the intelligence necessary to reconcile the situation. That's not how that works. Love is intelligent. Love is intelligent. It's when you allow yourself to open up, to be somewhere beautiful, to sit down in peace, to have fun, to have a great conversation, to chill. That's where the heart opens. That's where you receive the wisdom. That's where you receive the wisdom, the insight, the answer to the problem. When you're having fun, when you allow yourself to be who you are, when you go about your day. Of course, there's things that need to be fixed or answered or what have you. It's just that you sitting in the house moping and sad and worrying about it and scared that they're going to do this and do that and so on and so forth. You're blocking out the intelligence that you're allowing to move through your conscious experience. If there's a problem, of course, it'd be advantageous for you to allow some love in. To allow some light in. I wouldn't close all the windows and close the blinds. No, you need some sun in the house. You need to let some love in. That's where the intelligence is. What do you mean close the window? Light is information. Light is intelligence. Yeah, light is information. Light is intelligence. What do you mean you close all the windows, you sad? You don't know what to do. What do you mean? What you mean you don't want to open the windows? No, all that pollen out there and bugs and stuff, you know. I want to, like, come on, what do you mean? You don't want to allow intelligence in the house? You want to close the window? You close the blinds? You don't want no fresh air in the house? You getting sick? Oh, it's just that draft. It's too cold. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to, like, what are you talking about? Yeah, most definitely. Come on. The freshest air comes in the house when there's snow on the ground. The freshest air. Yeah, of course. There's oxygen on the ground and in the air. Yeah, no doubt about it. Stink bugs and all that kind of stuff flying in the house. You find them and so on and so forth. But there's no greater. It's not something that can't be tolerated. If you're allowing love into the situation. Let's go into my first subject matter. Take a small 1 minute break.